Hi parents, it's Mr. Like again. Thank you so much for all the help that you're putting in with your kid. In this second episode, we're really getting into life cycles. We're giving them examples of things with different life cycles, and then we're asking them to do a little bit of research. In the beginning, we're looking at just the human life cycles. It's pretty easy for them. They're pretty used to looking at toddlers and kids and adolescents and those kinds of things. Once we get into the different animals, and their life cycles, that's going to be a little more tricky. There's a part in here where we introduce some vocabulary, where they try to figure out what are the things that all living things have in common. They're not going to know the word metamorphosis. They might not know the other words, some of those other words that are in there, photosynthesis. Have them look them up and see if they can't come up with their own description of what those things mean. Then in the research part of this episode, they need to pick one animal, one living thing, in order to make their life cycle model for. I gave them a bunch of different living things to choose from, so they can pick which one that sounds really cool to them. Have them look through a couple more just for fun, but they only have to do the actual work on one of them. In the end, we're going to introduce them to Sophia. Sophia's a robot, and there's this whole idea of, will robots ever become living things? That's actually a pretty big debate in terms of what is a living thing and what are those things that are on the fringes of being alive and not alive. So we're really looking for kind of their opinion on what they think robots or where robots are headed. So have fun. This is going to be a bit longer journey for them on this episode, but I think the work will be well worth it. Please give them as much feedback as you can without giving them the answer. Our biggest key here is we want kids figuring things out. If they're actively engaged in the material and actively figuring out the world around them, that's a win in science. So thanks again for all of your help. If you have any questions, please contact your teacher directly, or you can contact me at likescience2020@gmail.com. Thank you so much for all your help. I look forward to continuing this journey.